90-day fiancés Shekinah and Sarper reveal marriage woes after bed wedding. If you ask me, I don't like the marriage, one of them confessed. 90-day fiancé stars Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven are getting candid about their marriage issues. The pair, who recently said their idos in bed, literally make it pretty clear the honeymoon's over in a preview clip from this week's 90-day fiancé tell-all. In the footage, Garner sounded content when talking about her wedding ceremony, but she quickly broke down into tears, revealing they've since been having a number of problems. "It was perfect, and I loved how intimate it was. There was no one else there, and it was just really special," she said. "But now, I feel like I'm going to get emotional, just everything changed after we got married, and that was my biggest fear, and it just, came true." Güven agreed, saying, "Mine, too." She then claimed things started going downhill when Güven moved to America and into Garner's home. "Sarper changed, our dynamic changed, because now we're in the US and he moved into my place, which I know is hard because it does feel like it's my place, Garner said. "But Sarper went through a really bad depression and it brought up a lot of anger from him at me." Güven then admitted he's not in the best place mentally. "I am always the control freak, so I have to control things, and when I don't control things, I feel depressed. If you ask me, I don't like the marriage," he disclosed, leaving their co-stars and Garner shocked. In an interview with Extra this week, the couple talked about how their hardships have changed since marriage while showing they're still together, both rocking their wedding rings. "We have definitely continued to face challenges, just new ones, so we overcame the obstacles of long distance, of going through the whole visa process, and now it's on to the new challenges, and it hasn't been easy," Garner said. "We're just having to acclimate to living together, and him trying to live in a new country has been really difficult because there's just so many things that make him feel so out of his element. If we can get through the things we've already survived, we can get through everything, I think," she added. "We love each other, at least that holds the relationship in an axis, but I hope the strength will be enough," Güven added. 90-day fiancé, Shekinah and Sarper's marriage is already falling apart. Exclusive clip. In the emotional moment, Shekinah and Sarper admit they are already struggling in their marriage. Shekinah speaks of the wedding, saying, "It was perfect, and I loved how intimate it was. There was no one else there, and it was just really special." Starting to cry, she continues, "But now, I feel like I'm going to get emotional, just everything changed after we got married, and that was my biggest fear, and it just, came true." Sarper reveals why he is not happy with Shekinah after marriage on 90-day fiancé tell-all. 90-day fiancé tell-all for season 11 is about to drop, and TLC revealed clips from the upcoming episode. Among them is the Turkey native Sarper, who left his country to come live with Shekinah in California. On the show, viewers saw that the couple had a rocky start from the beginning. Day after day, new challenges were thrown into their relationship that they had to deal with along the way. The first one was how their living space was too small, with Shekinah and her daughter already living in the house. If Sarper was added to the accommodation, it left no space for the three of them together. During this time, Sarper would have to go outside when she had a client over at her house. The bodybuilder from Turkey then fell into trouble with Shekinah's friend, whom she dated once, but nothing happened between the two. His name is Dan, and he was skeptical about her relationship with Sarper, which started a cold war between the two. At the end, Sarper went ahead and hoisted a white flag as a peace offering to Dan, and that settled the score. However, the troubles did not stop there, as Shekinah then asked him to sign a prenup before the marriage. This shocked him, and it created yet another fiasco for the couple. Right now, with the 90-day fiancé tell-all right around the corner, Sarper has revealed yet another factor in his marriage that is troubling and making him unhappy. He says he does not like the responsibility aspect of the bond. 90-day fiancé star Sarper says he does not like to be held responsible in a marriage. In the clip shared by TLC for the 90-day fiancé tell-all preview, Sarper can be seen saying that he is not happy with Shekinah and does not like the marriage with her. Revealing further, it was seen that he was having a playful argument, and it was nothing serious. He said, "No, because it has brought a lot of new responsibilities and duties to my life. Every morning, take the garbage out, Sarper. Take the dog out, Sarper. Talking ahead, he pointed out further things that fall on his shoulders during the marriage. Continuing, he said, "With her rules, I feel dependent. In Turkish, we have a saying. Instead of feeling dependent to a butcher, I cut my *nis and eat it. Think about it. It's a good saying. Being dependent is the biggest nightmare of mine." This got a few laughs from the rest of the cast members, with one of them even echoing his sentiment about hating dependency and claiming that marriage was indeed hard work. 90 Day Fiancé. Tell all episodes for season 11 will start airing weekly on TLC at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays from June 22, 2025. The episodes will later be available to watch online via TLC Go. 90 Day Fiancé. Amanda Wilhelm married again. Exclusive details. 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days star Amanda Wilhelm is married again. Amanda and her new husband, Joel Zalazar, made the announcement with an Instagram video drinking what appears to be white wine together. Husband and wife, Amanda wrote in the caption. She added a red heart emoji and a string of hashtags that left little doubt the couple had tied the knot, including #Mranmers, #It'sOfficial, #husband-and-wife, and #married. Sarcasm can exclusively reveal Amanda and Joel appear to have exchanged vows months ago. Court records list the couple's marriage date as January 16, 2025. The couple's marriage application was filed a couple weeks earlier on January 2. The January wedding was less than 6 months after Amanda and Joel announced they were engaged with an Instagram gallery. 90 Day Fiancé viewers will likely recall Amanda's tragic story of becoming a widow with 2 young children. Her first husband, Jason Wilhelm, died in March of 2022 shortly after being diagnosed with cancer. He was just 45 years old. Amanda also lost her sister in 2022. Her mother passed away a few years earlier in 2019. Congratulations to Amanda and Joel. He seems to be stepping into the stepdad role with joy, and he and Amanda definitely make for a great-looking couple. Perhaps we will get to meet him on a future 90 Day Fiancé series? Asa Hawks is a writer and editor for Sarcasm. You can contact Asa via Twitter, Facebook, or email at sarcasmtips@yahoo.com. After 90 weddings on 90 Day Fiancé, this is the underrated couple that lives rent-free in my mind. The 90 Day Fiancé franchise hit a major milestone, and while I've seen countless couples appear on screen over the last decade, this one in particular still lives rent-free in my mind. In 2014, 90 Day Fiancé began and, within a few years, it rapidly turned into a massive franchise with over 20 spin-offs. The OG series is close to ending season 11, where it celebrated Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven's bedding ceremony, which is also the franchise's 90th wedding. This sentimental moment has me reflecting on my time with the series. The franchise has found its pace in pumping out 2 spin-offs at a time, while rotating through the spin-offs throughout the years. However, as the series aged, it seemed to shift away from less authentic couples, giving the franchise a more groomed feel. While 90 Weddings is certainly a massive milestone for the franchise, I can't help but reflect on the couples and the reasons I fell in love with the show in the first place. More specifically, the couple that ultimately made me fall in love with the entire K1 premise, Loren and Alexei Brovarnik. Loren and Alexei's connection was evident from the start. Loren and Alexei first appeared in season 3, and I was instantly impressed by their connection. In the earlier seasons of the franchise, the couples did seem to have more of an authentic connection than they do now. They also seemed to be truly in love with their partners, and Loren and Alexei were a part of this initial crew. It's tough for me to forget how Alex and Loren first made me feel on screen. They had what I could only describe as that puppy dog, high school type of love. While I did occasionally find Loren to be over the top and perhaps a little spoiled, I also thought their love was as plain as day. They were one of the few couples who seemed to have genuine intentions, and they've only continued to prove how valuable the K1 visa experience can be if international couples used it to their advantage. Loren and Alex truly represent all the benefits of immigration, without taking away from their marriage, in my opinion. When I think of real franchise couples and the type of marriages I would like to see in the future, I think of stars like Loren and Alex. The 90-Day Fiancé couple still showcases their growing connection. 90-Day Fiancé has a high success rate, much higher than I would expect. However, not all couples are happy and healthy or prime examples of what a blossoming family should be. For instance, Libby Pothast and Andre Castrovet are still together, and while I can't deny their dynamic is entertaining, especially for reality TV, they're not the first couple to pop up in my mind when I think of 90-Day Fiancé franchise role models. On the other hand, Loren and Alexei show both sides to themselves in a rather tasteful way. They aren't perfect, and they don't pretend to never fight, but their on-screen turmoil is certainly more tasteful and relatable to the average viewer than some of the other stars. Over the years they've gone on to have 3 children and still appear on the occasional spin-off. Despite being together for almost 10 years, their on-screen connection has only seemed to improve, which was evident in their last appearance when Alexei supported Loren through several massive life changes. Overall, the franchise has come a long way, but couples like Loren and Alexei are exactly what the series needs more of. Stars like Shekinah and Sarper are getting played out. Meanwhile, I found Stevie